Believing that he's an animal, he thinks he has the right to kill.
Every day, genocide waged upon other species. I don't really give a if you believe me. 3 billion a day, over a trillion a year. Over a trillion a year. Sentient beings with their own will to exist. But hey, you're hungry, so you don't really give a shit. The bitch of it all is that it's so unnecessary. Everything you need to eat grows out of the ground already. But that's not good enough, so you're feeding on corpses while screaming about sanctity of life and abortions. Afforded even less compassion than you feel for one another. Would you murder, butcher, cook, and eat your own brother? You don't have to live a life fueled by death, consuming everything until not a thing is left. Despite how much you mock me and whatever you do, no animal feeds upon near as much death as you. Believing you're an animal, you think you have the right to kill and eat the flesh of others like it's no big deal. For real, how many have to suffer keeping you clothed and fed? No respect for the living, even lust for the dead. Instead of treating other forms of life like they matter, you treat them like a Chinese fetus, eaten, fried, and battered. Many can see the truth if they
staring you in the mirror. Cold corpses on the counter, getting ready for dinner. Blood gurgling, fun murdering some young girl while the sun's burgundy. Gas guzzling, cries muffling, thighs stuffing on rhymes stuck in your mind. A number of fine women just for a bite of chest meat and I just need a bit of protein. I know plants have it, but I want it from your ice cream. Then you scream, cause I'm from we all do this. Species as cannibals, think with our mandibles. Rambling man says, man you're a shambles. Stop eating animals, try brambles instead. You're gambling your fam on random sandwiches.
Believing you're an animal, you think you have the right to kill and eat the flesh of others like it's no big deal. For real, how many have to suffer keeping you clothed and fed? No respect for the living, even less for the dead. Instead of treating other forms of life like they matter, you treat them like a Chinese fetus, eaten, fried, and battered. Many can see the truth if they open their eyes. Obesity running rampant from the animal products, the sugar, the salt, the additives that are toxic. Stop it, you're killing yourself with the meat that you eat, abusing your kidneys and entrenching more heart disease. With eggs and cheese, you're supporting crony industries that are built upon exploitation and suffering. But I see so few care, eating pork rinds and such, stuffing ever more into your mouth because you can't get enough. What consumerism means is best defined as this: being driven by your stomach rather than willpower. It's a culture created by ignorance and misinformation. These square meals daily promoted by media masons change the station. Plant-based diets lead to better lives, a healthier body, a clearer conscience, and a clearer mind. Buying flesh pre-packaged doesn't change where you stand. Waist deep in death with fresh blood on your hands.
Believing that he's an animal, he thinks he has the right to kill.